Hello.
Hi, Miss Rebecca. How are you?
I'm good, Miss Ingrid. How are you doing? It's Miss Karen.
Miss Karen. It's so funny because whenever you get ready to take somebody's picture, as is typical, Miss Rebecca's like, smile, and there's no reason to even tell us to smile when Miss Karen's here because we're always smiling. It's very happy.
Good times every time.
I know, it's awesome. So we are on our 4th week of sign, and guess what? There's going to be more. Remember how it was 6 weeks of sign?
Mm-hmm.
It's now 6+ weeks of sign.
There'll be another season?
But there'll be another season. We've been renewed! We've been renewed for a 2nd season, so I'm very excited. Okay, alright, I gotta calm down. Okay, another reason why I'm pretty excited is tonight our topic is... What is it, Miss Karen?
Monsters.
Monsters. And show us the sign. I love the sign for monster. It's so wonderful. Because some people are celebrating a holiday called Halloween. Some people celebrate a holiday called Halloween. Can you show us the sign for Halloween?
And for Halloween, take your 2 V fingers, or two fingers, and you pull them back like you're putting a mask on.
Oh.
Halloween.
Isn't that cool?
Halloween.
And it looks like you're goofily dancing.
Oh.
Googly dancing.
That's this way.
Halloween.
Halloween.
Monster. Halloween. Monster.
Oh, look at you putting together your words.
Compound words. Woo! Will you show us some signs that we're going to see in our first book, which will be Leonardo the Terrible Monster?
Sure. I will show you some signs that are in the book. Some of the signs that you will see, sign for monster, like we just said. 2 5 hands kind of curled up like a monster. Monster. Okay, you'll see the sign for scare. Take those 2 5 hands, turn them towards you, and pop them out.
That's a good one too. Wait, turn me again.
Take your 5 hands,
Okay.
turn them towards you,
Okay.
and down, and pop them in front of you. Okay. Scare. The sign for friend. Take your
They call these age spots. I call them ugly. Woo! Okay.
There's no ugly here.
No ugly.
True. But remember that commercial?
You
No.
remember.
Rex is too young.
She's too young.
We're old.
Back in the
It's all
day.
right, it's all
I'm
right.
not that much younger.
Now you know where to see the sign for friend. Take your 2 number 1 fingers, or D fingers, cross them once, cross them twice, friend.
Oh.
Okay? I can be your friend, you can be my friend, I
Yeah.
can be Rebecca's friend, and we can all be friends.
You could be friends with a monster.
You can be friends with a monster.
Yeah.
You see the sign for yes. 5 hand closed up tight with the thumb in the front, and give it a nod like you're nodding your head yes. Yes. And the sign for no, take the 2 number 2, close it up tight, and slap it down together. Slap your thumb.
Miss
No.
Rebecca has a song that she does that
No.
goes,
No.
this is yes, yes, yes. This is no, no.
Oh.
That's what we're doing.
That's
Yeah.
fun.
I
Very
was
cool.
just singing.
That's fun. And the reason why that's no is because this is the letter N, and this is the letter O, and when you put them together, it's no, no, no. You kind of
Oh, that's cool. Nice.
So those are some of the signs that you'll see in the story tonight.
nice.
today.
Today.
What time to watch?
Whenever you're watching.
Yeah.
That's what you're watching.
And when we come back, we're going to put Miss Karen in a box, but not really. No one puts Miss Karen in a box. And it'll be great.
Good
but there
times.
won't be any scares. Okay. Hi. We're back. We're back with, I really like these books, and I also love the signs that we're doing. But we wouldn't have the books, we wouldn't have the signs if it weren't for something that I want to give special honor to right now. And that is a group of 26 very special entities. And you might know them collectively as the ABCs, aka the alphabet. And it goes like this. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now I know my ABCs, and they're yours as well. Next time, won't you sing with me? Everyone, lift your voices for the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you come and sing with me?
That was amazing.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, I felt that.
Oh, that's cool. All right. But did it scare you?
No.
All right. This book is great. This is actually another true story, another nonfiction biography about a monster, Leonardo the Terrible Monster. I mean, terrible is not a happy word. It's not something you traditionally want to be seen as terrible. But I think you're going to enjoy this book. I really do.
So good.
Let me tell you the story. Leonardo was a terrible monster. He couldn't scare anyone. We know he tried. What's he doing? He didn't have 1,642 teeth like Tony did. No, he didn't. And he wasn't nearly as big, not as big as Eleanor. No, she was a monster of size. Yes. And fashionable. Yes. He wasn't big like Eleanor. And he wasn't just plain weird like Hector. I mean, Hector, when you talk about Hector, when you think about Hector, weird is what comes to mind. And that's a good thing.
Nice
the kind of weird that's
suspenders.
good to spread around. Yeah. Leonardo tried very hard to be scary. But he wasn't. One day, Leonardo had an idea. He would find the most scaredy cat kid in the whole world. And being a monster of some wealth, he would be able to travel to where this scaredy cat kid was, and he would scare the tuna salad out of him. Even if the scaredy cat kid was vegan. Leonardo researched until he found the perfect candidate. And we all know that sometimes there are imperfect candidates. The perfect candidate was Sam. Leonardo snuck up on the poor, unsuspecting boy. Dun, 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 dun. Wah! The monster gave it all he had. Wah! Booga, 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 booga. Until the little boy cried. Yes! Cheered Leonardo. I did it! I finally scared the tuna salad out of somebody! Yeah, I did it. No, you didn't, snapped Sam. Oh, yeah? Replied Leonardo. Then why are you crying? I don't think that's very nice, but I don't like to editorialize in my books.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I crying? I'll tell you why I'm crying. My mean big brother stole my action figure right out of my hands while I was still playing with it, and then he broke it on purpose, and it is my favorite toy, and I tried to fix it, but I couldn't, and I got so mad that I kicked the table, and I stubbed my toe on the same foot that I hurt last month when I accidentally slipped in the bathtub after I got soap in my eyes trying to wash out the bird poop that was in my head. Now, that is also why I was crying, because on top of all of that, I don't have any friends, and I am worried about our country and where it is headed, and it's just a scary time with a global pandemic and things like that, and a lot of like rampant racism and things that are just not nice at all. Why wouldn't you be crying? I'm embarrassed that you're not crying. You should be ashamed, and also my tummy hurts. That's why. Do you want some more reasons? Because I have quite a few more. Leonardo then made a very big decision. And even though some readers of this book can be very sarcastic, this still gets to them. Because if we would all do this, things would be a lot better. Leonardo gave Sam a hug. Well, I mean in a socially distanced way. But instead of being a terrible monster, Leonardo would become a wonderful friend. But that didn't mean that he couldn't try to scare his friend every now and then. And Sam can run right back after him. So my friends, let's all try to be less terrible. And try to be friends. That is Leonardo, the Terrible Monster. And we'll be back. Hey, sometimes we have crossovers on our shows, my friends. So, for example, October 23rd, which I'm not sure if this is going to air before or after October 23rd, but there's a very special You Wouldn't Want to Be a Medieval Knight coming out with Miss Jan, and Miss Rebecca is in that episode, so it's very exciting. And something just happened at the beginning of our sign language. Sometimes, as you know, Miss Ing has a show called Miss Ing Gets Emotional. And what happened was, I introduced that in this. So I do apologize for getting...
2 crossovers!
Yeah, it was a crossover. But right now we're going to sing a very serious song. You might know the tune. You'll probably like this version better because it's Halloween-y. If you're a monster and you know it. If you're a monster and you know it, gnash your teeth. If you're a monster and you know it, gnash your teeth. If you're a monster and you know it, and you have good dental hygiene, if you're a monster and you know it, gnash your teeth. If you're a monster and you know it, show your claws. If If you're a monster and you know it, show your claws. Whoa, whoa. If you're a monster and you know it, and it's been a while since a manicure. If you're a monster and you know it, show your claws. Whoa, whoa. If you're a monster and you know it, shout boo, boo, boo. If you're a monster and you know it, shout boo, boo, boo. If you're a monster and you know it, and you don't mind bothering people. If you're a monster and you know it, shout boo, boo, boo. It's a great song about monsters.
That's not too shabby.
Because we have another monster story time now. And Miss Karen is going to just talk into the box and tell us what some signs we might see during the classic Where the Wild Things Are. Story and pictures by Maurice Sendak, told as it's never been told before.
In a rumpusy way.
Indeed.
Okay, some of the signs that you're going to see in Where the Wild Things Are, you'll see the sound for wild. You can make 2 W's or three hands out of your, use your fingers like this. 2 W's, 3 fingers, 3 hands. And you kind of roll it around like wild.
Ah,
Wild.
that's fun.
That is fun.
That is fun.
You'll see the sign for forest. This is the sign for tree. Your hands straight up and down. And you make many trees, and that's a forest. It's forest. You'll see the sign for eat. Picked up a piece of bread, and you're going to snack on it. Eat.
And it can be gluten-free or
Gluten-free, and without peanut butter.
Or you
of
could
course.
pretend it's pizza.
Or pizza, or a piece of pizza.
Yeah.
Eat. The sign for goodbye. You're saluting. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Miss Karen,
Yes,
what's
ma'am.
the sign for thing?
Thing.
Yeah.
Thing.
So,
Thing.
like,
But so what I'm going to, yes, the
would
sign
it
for
be
thing.
like,
It's going to be
wild
wild
thing.
thing. Well,
You
what
make
it's
my
gonna-
heart.
because they're
sing.
monsters.
Yeah.
So it's going to be. It depends on the way the sign.
Oh, yeah. No, I was just thinking that song.
Oh, wild thing, wild thing.
Yeah.
You can- and this is a sign for thing.
Yeah.
So it's going to be wild thing.
I didn't even think like where the wild things are.
You make my heart sing.
So
You
that's
make everything groovy.
Everything. cool.
Cool. Where the Wild Things Are. Story and pictures by Maurice Sendak. Please note that this is an award-winning book. It won the Caldecott Medal, but it's actually good. Where the Wild Things Are. The definitive answer. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, I will eat you up. So he was sent to bed without eating anything. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew. And grew. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines, and the walls became the world all around. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day. And in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars, and they gnashed their terrible teeth, and they rolled their terrible eyes, and they showed their terrible claws, and poor haircuts as well. Until Max said, Be still! And he tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all of their yellow eyes without blinking once, and they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. Then they made him the king of all wild things. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." Ba 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 ba. Wild rumpus, wild rumpus, wild rumpus. Ba 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 ba. Rumpus, rumpus, rumpus. Wild, 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 wild. We are the wild things. We are the wild things. The wild things. The wild things. We are. Boom, 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 boom. Ba 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 ba. Now we're swinging on trees. Ba 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 ba. You can feel the breeze. We are the wild things. Wild things are we. Ba 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 ba. Wild things are we. Boom 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 boom. Wild things, wild things, wild things are we. "Now stop," Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around, from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh no, please don't go! Come on, we'll eat you up! We love you so!" And Max said, "No." And the wild things roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws and less than successful haircuts. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. He sailed back over a year, and in and out of weeks, and through a day, and into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. Where the wild things are. And we'll be back after this.
Hi.
Are we back?
Yeah.
We're back. All right.
Hello.
Cool.
Hello again.
Miss Karen, will you review the signs that we learned tonight?
Sure. Some of the signs that we did tonight are we saw the sign for monster. We saw the sign for scare. I wasn't really scared. Scare. We saw the sign for friend. We saw the sign for no and yes.
This is yes, yes, yes.
This is no, no, no. The sign for wild, wild. The sign for forest. The sign for eat. And the sign for goodbye.
That was awesome.
Yeah, good.
That was really
I love
good.
I love those books.
This
Some
was
of my
really
favorites.
fun. They were a good time. And a lot of people have been asking like where we're getting these new versions of these books. And it's because Miss Karen has asked, she enjoys like kind of ad-libbing when she signs.
That's not true.
So she asked me if I could kind of just throw some other things in there
That's
sometimes.
no.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not true.
Miss
That's
Miss
true.
Karen
But-
likes plans.
But guess what? We're still renewed.
We are renewed.
Another season.
They come from your beautiful brain, Miss Ingrid.
Well, we are thankful for you if you do celebrate Halloween.
celebrate.
We hope you have a happy one. I forget happy. Happy Halloween.
Hey, that was nice. One more time, happy Halloween, please.
Happy Halloween.
Very cool.
We'll see you next week.
Thanks,
Bye.
ladies. Bye.